All right. Hey, everybody. I think I am live. All right. I am a little bit late or later than what I said that I would pop on. Yeah, I'm 20 minutes later. Okay, that's not good. Took me a minute. And I am not going to get any mercy from my northern friends, I know. But you guys, here in Florida, I'm outside just because there's a lot of action happening inside the house, my daughter's house. It's cold here. I know, tongue in cheek, my family and friends are not going to care. They're not going to be merciful. No, this is the coldest I think I've ever experienced here in Florida. The wind is chilly. It's quite overcast, but anyway, I'm still outside with just a shirt on, so all is well. Anyway, I just want to hop on real quick and visit with you guys a little bit about the guide. If you've been paying attention on the professional page here, on YouTube, on all the things, you've probably, well, maybe if the algorithms are working in my favor, you've probably seen my face or some posts, that I've made, maybe not my face, but maybe my voice in some of the videos, more than you have probably like since I started on social media. So I have put out a nutrition guide, and so I thought the hard work was getting that finished, and now I'm in the hard work of getting it out there. So anyway, the guide is done. I'm really, really proud of it. But I wanted to hop on today and talk to you about one of the features in the guide. So what I did was I picked 7 top foods. I mean, there could have been way more that I could have picked, and different foods, right? Like the more I tweaked this, the more I realized like I wasn't done, but I realized I had to be done or else this was going to be never ending and not out there. So anyway, I picked the 7 foods. You'll see in the guide, I talk about, just it's a mini guide, right? So I just touch base on why each food, like how it helps you, all of its different things that it can help support your body. But one of the things I do on each page is I offer a quick win, right? So that's one of the features in the nutrition guide are quick wins. And I wanted to just talk to you a little bit today about what a quick win is. So in the guide, the quick wins are the tiny things that you can do every day with the information that's in the guide without overthinking. Any other overthinkers out there? Yeah, I know it's not just me. Without overthinking or trying to change everything at once, right? Sometimes, and it's not just in the nutrition area, anytime we're trying to implement change in our life, sometimes we, when we start becoming aware of one area, then we become aware of like all the areas. And when we try to change everything at once, it becomes overwhelming. And then what do? We quit. And I'm actually going to be doing a live just focusing on what happens when we quit. And there's actually, and I offer grace. I'm real big on offering grace and mercy. But there is something that happens if we don't stay consistent, even if it's just with little things, right? Like, for example, with me with push-ups, those of you that have been watching me for a while, I have a teaching about the power of a push-up and a whole testimony about that. And, at different times where I couldn't, I have stopped for different reasons. It's harder, way harder to jump back in to where you were than if you would have just did something every day, even if it was 1 or 3 or whatever. But we have this mindset that if we can't go back to right where we were, then we just want to quit the whole thing. And that's why quitting, even though there's mercy, it's better if we don't ever quit, but we just do something. And that's why I really, if you don't hear anything from me, you're going to hear a lot about consistency. You will hear about food because that's what the guide is about. But it's when we talk about adding or implementing some of these foods that maybe you've never really eaten before, but you see and realize the power of what's in them, the compounds that they have in them, and you need that thing, right? You're trying to improve that area, so you want to implement. But how do you do that when you've never maybe eaten that food before? So the quick wins on each page are small enough, they're a small enough of an action that you can actually do, right? Because I could tell you all kinds of wonderful science and all the things that totally interest me, and they might interest you. But if you don't do anything with that knowledge, guess what? It doesn't help you. If it just stays here, it is of no benefit and it won't change your life, right? So we have to be doers, doers, doers. So that's what the quick wins are. It takes the information that I share with you about the foods and it breaks it down into one thing, one step that if you could do that would be helpful, right? So it's small enough that you can actually do, but the quick wins are powerful enough that your body will notice. It will notice. It's the quick wins are something that you can say yes to today. So that's what I love about the guide is the quick wins, because again, sometimes we're getting information and it's exciting and it's interesting, but if we don't do anything with it, it's not helpful. So here are why the quick wins matter. I just jotted down 4 things that came. Number 1, the quick wins matter because your body will respond. It will. If we feed our body the good fuel, it will respond. Does it respond, maybe the exact same day? Something does, but maybe not something you see, right? So we keep at it, right? But your body will respond. Number 2, your choices will compound over time, right? Number 3, one win builds confidence in your life, right? So that's why the quick wins matter, right? If you can get a quick win in one area, that builds confidence for you to keep going and trying other things, right? So one win builds confidence. And number 4, confidence builds momentum, right? And once we've got momentum behind it, then it gets a little bit easier to continue, right? With whatever change. We're talking nutrition because that's what the guide's about. But really, if you listen, a lot of these principles can be transferred into other areas as well. And then we talked about already the quitting thing, right? When you're trying to change everything all at once, you're going to get overwhelmed and then you're going to quit. And quitting is just it. You need to settle this in your mind that it's not an option, that you are dedicated and committed on this journey to trying and progressing in whichever ways that you get exposed to. This is just a small mini guide, and I hope what it does for you is sort of launches you into thinking differently about food and about how food can be medicine, right? Hippocrates said that, right? Let medicine be thy food and food thy medicine. And so it really is true. So one of the quick wins that is listed in the guide is on the day that we talk about berries. The quick win from that day is to have half a cup. Think and plan and in some form or fashion get half a cup of blueberries in a day, every day. And here's a tip. I hadn't planned on talking about this, but I will talk more. I'm not going to get in depth with this, but a really great thing to have on hand. I think we might do a pantry makeover one day or something. But one of the best things that I have discovered since I started this journey, now I love fresh, always love fresh, but my northern friends will appreciate this. Frozen is amazing. Frozen is amazing. And when you study, when you look at how the process of frozen, it's actually in some situations almost better for you because they pick it when it's ripe. So it's at the peak of its vitamins and all of its goodness. That's when it's picked and it's flash frozen. And then you delivered to you, right? Sometimes when we live in areas, I'm in Florida right now visiting, but when we live way up north, you're not getting a fresh orange that was just picked today off the tree, right? We know that, or a pineapple or whatever, right? So frozen is going to become your new best friend. So when you keep these foods, like again, we're talking blueberries, in your freezer, you can always pull out a half a cup. And I know my grandson, he just eats them like that. Literally, he just loves them frozen. And so we are going to be talking more about the whole frozen and going through our whole pantry and our kitchen one day. But frozen's going to become your new best friend. So anyway, that's one of the quick wins, is just to start thinking about half a cup. How do I get in half a cup? And again, right, if you live up north and fresh, it's not the season, frozen. And how can I implement them today? And I talk about all the different, quick little ideas. So anyway, that is the feature in the guide one of them that I really, really love, because to me, it makes it doable and you can start. And like I said, I hope that this guide, it's not the end all, but I hope it just gets you started to start implementing these little things, because they compound over time. And all of a sudden you're going to wake up one day and you're going to start seeing change. It really does happen. It happened for me and it's happened for countless others. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're interested, those of you that have got the guide, that is amazing. If you haven't got the guide yet, there'll be I think on all of my social platforms, I've got the link that takes you to where you can get it. And I'm kind of proud of it because it's my very, very first one. And so those of you, again, that have been watching, I'm sure you've seen my attempt in this online universe. And it's been, well, you know what? It's actually been a lot of fun. And I just want to thank you, those that have gotten it already and have supported me in that way. It means a lot. It really, really does. And so you can also, something else you can do is that you can share, you can reshare some of my YouTube videos or the link to the actual nutrition guide. You can do all that too. If you're interested, let me know. I can teach you how or show you how. So anyway, I am going to go. We have another Zoom meeting here in a minute and got to get ready for that. And then we are leaving Florida today. And going to where it is actually a little bit colder. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on, say hello, talk a little bit about the quick wins, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.